David Harry Liston, American actor who played the eponymous Santa Claus of Santa Claus, the movie. He played the other Lebowski as opposed to the Lebowski that Jeff Bridges played in the Coen brothers film The Big Lebowski. One of his biggest early roles came in the film A Lovely Way to Die and got his breakout role in Mel Brooks' Blazing Saddles. He had a major recurring role on The Wonder Years and made other television appearances in Bewitched, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and Charlie's Angels, among numerous others. He was born in Winton, Virginia. He was married to Carol Ann Short until her death in 1987. His son Michael Huddleston is a fellow actor. He played a role in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Christmas special with starred Charlie as part of the ensemble cast. He died on 2nd August. May his soul rest in peace. Barbara Trentham. Barbara Trentham, an actress, model, and ex-wife of Monty Python's John Cleese, died on August 2nd of complications from leukemia at Northwestern Memorial Hospital in Chicago, the Chicago Sun-Times reported. She was only 68 years old. Trentham appeared in such films as The Possession of Jewel Delany 1972 starring Shirley MacLaine, Rollerball 1975, Topline by James Caan and Sky Riders 1976 with James Coburn and Robert Culp. She had bit parts in 1970s series Star Maidens and A Man Called Sloane and later served as a reporter-producer for ABC's Those Amazing Animals. Trentham was born in Brooklyn and was raised in Weston, in high school, she began modeling for magazines, including Seventeen, and later appeared on the cover of Vogue. She dated actors Jack Nicholson and Warren Beatty and met Cleese in 1980 when the Monty Python comedy troupe performed at the Hollywood Bowl. They were married 5 months later and divorced in 1990. Survivors include a daughter with Cleese, Camilla, her third husband, George Covington, whom she married in 1998, her brother Robert, and stepdaughters Karen, Jean, Sarah, and Cynthia. Jimmy Jones is an African-American singer-songwriter who moved to New York while a teenager. According to AllMusic journalist Steve Howe, best known for his 1960 R&B smash Handyman, Jones sang in a smooth yet soulful falsetto modeled on the likes of Clyde McPhatter and Sam Cooke. Starting his entertainment career as a tap dancer, Jones joined a doo-wop group named the Berliners in 1954. They later changed their name to Sparks of Rhythm. In 1955, Jones co-wrote Handyman, which was recorded by the Sparks of Rhythm in 1956 after Jones left the group. After recording with other groups, Jones went solo in 1959, teamed up with Otis Blackwell, who reworked Handyman, which Jones recorded on the subsidiary MGM record label Cub. When the flute player didn't show up for the session, Blackwell famously whistled on the recording. Handyman, released in 1959, gave Jones his first US and UK hit single. Handyman went to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1960. Later in that same year, Jones' recording of Good Timin' shot to number 1 on the UK singles chart and number 3 in the US. Both Handyman and Good Timin' were million sellers, earning Jones 2 gold discs. His subsequent career was low-key, although it included 3 more UK charts entries in the following 12 months. Handyman, which introduced a rock falsetto singing style to the British audience, later scored hits for Del Shannon and James Taylor, who both covered it. Although Jones had but 2 top 40 hits, both million sellers, he nevertheless kept active in the music industry as both a songwriter and recording artist and made personal appearances as he saw fit. He kept recording through most of the 1960s and remained with Cub until 1962, scraping the lower reaches of the charts with That When I Cried and I Told You So. He recorded for Rojak and BJ over the next 2 years, and his work gradually took on a New York style uptown soul flavor. From 1965 to 1967, he recorded for Roulette, Parkway and Bell, none of which restored his commercial standing. His considerable influence using falsetto extended to Del Shannon, who paid homage to Jones, and also the ink spots for Shannon falsetto style. Later singers who used falsetto included Lou Christie and Barry Gibb. Gibb cited Shannon in turn as an influence for his disco vocalizations with the Bee Gees. Jones released Grandma's Rock and Roll Party in the 1990s on CD, perhaps in part due to his popularity in the UK Northern Soul circles. It included new versions of Handyman and Good Timin. In 2002, Castles and Coterie issued a double album anthology titled Good Timing. The anthology. He died on 2nd August. Ronald Townsend. Ronald Ron Townsend was an American vocalist. He was an original member of the Fifth Dimension, a popular vocal group of the late 60s and early 70s. Born in St. Louis in 1933, he reportedly started singing at the age of 6 and was a featured soloist on various choirs throughout his years in school. He was inspired to sing by his grandmother, and his parents arranged for him to have private singing and active lessons. Ronald Townsend was born on the 20th of January 1933, which was a Friday. Ronald Townsend's next birthday would be in 171 days. Ronald Townsend would be 90 years old. Unfortunately, no Ronald Townsend is not alive anymore. The death rumors are true. Ronald Townsend was 68 years old when he died. Ronald Townsend died on the 2nd of August 2001, which was Thursday. The tragic death occurred 22 years ago. May his soul rest in peace. Totie Fields. Totie Fields was an American stand-up comedian. She was considered as one of the funniest women of Las Vegas daytime TV shows. Born in Hartford, Connecticut, she started singing on radio at an early age. She began giving singing and stand-up comedy performances at Boston clubs from the age of 20. After her marriage, she moved to New York and performed at nightclubs. Noticing her act at Copacabana, Ed Sullivan gave her a break on a show on the national TV. Soon Fields proceeded to have a successful career at the Las Vegas clubs and on numerous TV shows. She used her size and weight as spoken material in her comedy act, and self-deprecatory fat jokes were center of her act. With her quick wit, she always had a swift repartee ready. She worked more on TV shows and live nightclub acts, but only occasionally she took up acting roles. So despite her popularity during her lifetime, she is not a much remembered celebrity and has grown obscure. She was married to George Johnson and they had 2 daughters. Fields suffered many health issues during her last few years and died of pulmonary embolism at the age of 48. May her soul rest in peace. If you haven't subscribed our channel yet, please do subscribe and keep supporting us by liking and sharing with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.